programmato per voi in un programma annuale che vede davvero tantissimi concerti. Siamo molto contenti di proseguire in questo programma, perché ci vede tra i pochi in Italia a sviluppare una cultura che è davvero difficile ogni giorno che passa. This is a showcase, and for us is most important, dear Dan. E cosa dire? La settimana scorsa abbiamo goduto del concerto di Jeff Pivar con la moglie. Questa sera godiamo di questo concerto, di questo showcase di Dan Stuart, che per chi non lo sapesse è stata una figura importante negli anni '80 a livello di Pursley Underground, di Green on Red, cioè comunque di una realtà importante per quel periodo. E lui è una persona che affascina e noi amiamo molto le figure che affascinano, anche se magari non sono talmente come le vorremmo noi, così solari e vi dicendo, magari un po' introverse, ma perché dentro hanno una talmente grossa cultura che vivono intensamente il valore della musica. Io vi ringrazio voi, pubblico, perché in questa radio abbiamo davvero fatto tante cose, ne faremo tante altre, perché comunque sapete apprezzare, ammirare e amare il vero valore della musica. I'm finished. Ok. Per voi questa sera, davvero, per un'ora e un quarto, un'ora e mezza, quello che sarà di musica, di parole e soprattutto di cultura, perché dalla cultura ci arriva l'ossigeno poi al cervello per vivere serenamente fuori i giorni di tutti i giorni che sono sempre più difficili. Dan Stuart.
Grazie. But maybe it's not Dan Stewart. Maybe it's Marlo Billings here tonight. Did you ever think about that? Maybe it isn't me. It could be him. I guess we're going to find out who it's going to be tonight. I never know. They came from Shiloh town, searching for the son of a no-good preacher man, held a Bible with his gun. They carried numbers in their souls, so you better find something you can reach out and hold. What's going on by? 'Cause I'm no preacher, I'm a sinner at best, just a pilgrim in a no man's land. You can have the rest. They came in big jet planes, roaring through the sky, briefcases full of death, deception and assorted lies, here to convince you that you're wrong, you don't know what's right. Lord help us if they succeed. Day I'm no preacher, I'm a sinner at best, just a pilgrim in a no man's land. You can have the rest. They came from Century Town with banjos on their knees, warned of the impending crimes spread by a sick society. They got your name up on a list that they keep in a machine. I say top of the statues of hate, brothers, are you with me? 'Cause I'm no preacher, I'm a sinner at best, just a pilgrim in a no man's land. You can have the rest. So I wrote that song when I was a kid, and I wrote it during the time of Ronald Reagan. And I didn't think I could hate a politician more than Ronald Reagan. Little did I know what was coming, see? I like to play this song because it really hurts my hand to play it. What a day, what a day it's been. What a day, what a day it's been. Telephone rang just now, voice said, better come on down. What a day. If I'd known what today would bring, would I change only everything? Be concise, be so clear, no confusion like we got here. If I'd known, if I'd known. Flying by, seat of my pants, rainy picnics, and all those ants. Huh. Come to me, come to me tonight. Least in dreams, we'll get it right. I've been running, seems so long, from the place I belong. Come to me. Come to me. Thank you. One hurts me, see? Because I broke this hand, broke both hands here. This is the fighter break. It happens when you hit somebody, you don't hit them here. You hit them here. It breaks this bone, see? I've done it a couple times in my 62 years of living. Because I used to get in a lot of fights. I'd start fights in bars. I never won one of those fights. Not once, yeah. So I'm paying now, see? I'm paying now to get old. So. Well, what can I play for you next? I have no map to get through the evening. I have no plan. I guess what I'll do here, we just played one sort of down, so maybe we should play one that's a little up, right? Maybe that's what we should do? What do you think? Something a little more, less heavy? Do people even say that anymore? Man, that's heavy. That was such a good, nice phrase in English. That's some heavy stuff, dude. Yeah. Well, this is a Green on Red song. It's not really a song, you know. It's barely a song. It's like a little sketch is what it is. So it has no color painted in it yet. It's not on a big canvas. It's just a little drawing, see? It needs a beginning. It needs an end. It needs a bridge, a middle eight. This song, it needs it all. Life ain't easy, yeah, we all know. But gravity, yeah, it talks. Life's so beautiful, yeah, we all know. But gravity, oh, it talks. Gravity talks. Gravity talks. You know, when I sang that song as a kid, I sung it different every night. And I would repeat certain lines. Obviously, the refrain, gravity talks. Don't ask me what that means. I have no idea what it means. And I changed the lyrics every time. And so whatever I sang on the record was what I did that day in the studio, see. So now that I'm 62 and not 22, 40 years later, I just do the same thing. You know, I sing it different, a little different every night. I don't worry about it too much. You know, I get sometimes emails or occasional phone call, if they find my phone number, from people that want to cover a Green on Red song or something. And they ask me, they say, well, what are the lyrics? whatever you want them to be, you know. Not important to me. This is a song about being old and remembering what it was to be young. Yeah. In 1981, I was 20 years old. I was living in LA with my love. Must have been around 5 when I heard the news. William Holden died. Picked up some beer, skateboarded home. I was feeling a sadness in my bones. Something about the way him dying like he did, drunk and all alone. On the day William Holden died, the day William Holden died. Wish I still could feel the way I did back then. No one really knows what happened that night. After calling Stephanie on the phone, an empty bottle in the trash, a back up in the fridge, won't slip, and there you go. Took about a week for the neighbors to complain. Steph's out of town, don't you know? Landlord cracked the door to reveal a gruesome sight. Bill's corpse in the TV glow. On the day William Holden died, the day William Holden died. Wish I still could feel the way I did back then. On the day William Holden died, the day William Holden died. I'm just like Bill, I'm living all alone. I'm feeding 2 cats just for show, yeah. Drink way too much and I waste away my nights wondering how I'm gonna go. On the day William Holden died, the day William Holden died. Wish I still could feel the way I did back then. On the day William Holden died, the day William Holden died. Which way would you like it? The way it was 3/4 through the song or right at the end? What would you rather do? You think that's a good idea at the end of the song, having the sound change like that? What do you want to do? What are we going to do? I can't have things always changing in the middle of the set. Is this where we at now? Is this my new level? This is my level now? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rosario. If we can just set it, and if it's good enough, it's good enough. If it's flawed, it's flawed. That's life, see, right? That's what happens in life. Things don't go perfectly in life. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm sorry. I just have to have it one way or the other because I'll work with whatever I have. But I can't work with it if it keeps changing, right? It's like skiing or surfing. Actually, it's a bad analogy because in surfing, you're constantly adapting. So I guess that's what I say. I can't surf here. I just, whatever it is, okay? I hate to get short with you, but my God. Yeah, it's not like riding a bike. You know how people say, do you have that expression in Italy? You know, you want to do something you haven't done for a long time. And they say, oh, it's just like riding a bike. And you know what I reply to that? Try riding a bike if you haven't ridden a bike for like 30 years. And it's just like riding, I fall right over. Well, where am I? That was sort of a downer song. Not really. I'm a big Bill Holden fan, see? I love Bill Holden. You know who William Holden is? The actor. Sunset Boulevard, The Wild Bunch. He was great friends with Sam Peckinpah. I love those guys. That's my Hollywood, that period. And I saw Bill Holden on the Johnny Carson show. Do you know who Johnny Carson? He was a talk show host from about 1985 to 1965 to about 1985, and I saw him about 2 weeks before he died on the television show. And he didn't look too good. He looked like he'd been drinking a lot. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, he was drunk, and he slipped on a little rug, right? And then he hit his head, and he bled to death. Not a good death. Not a good death. I notice in Italy, you have a lot of nice floors here. Beautiful floors, right? Tile, smooth. Get rid of those throw rugs. You're going to slip and fall and hit your head. This man knows. He repairs people when they break. Sometimes. So this is the new. That was off at the beginning. It's really loud now. Can we turn that down, please? Very loud right in my left ear. Yeah. Thank you. You all can hear, correct or no? Can you hear? I don't even think we would need a PA, but no, you can put it where it was, Rosario. Just put it in a place where we had it at sound check. That's why they call it sound check. This is a talking blues. He's mad at me now. Well, whatever. Let him come over here and try to do this. Oh, it was the winter, 1965, and I got drafted, but I wanted to stay alive, so I skied to Stockholm. I'm having a hard time. I'm right here. Why are you doing that? I'm right here. I'm right here. We're not in a bar. This is live being broadcast, radio. Nobody told me that tonight. Oh, it was the winter, 1965, and got drafted, but I wanted to stay alive. So I skied to Canada, but they didn't want me. So I flew to Stockholm, the land of the Swedes, of the Swedes. Take that baby outside. She'll feel the cold and quit crying. Then it was the summer 1969, hanging at Spawn Ranch, but I wanted to stay alive. So I hitched to Frisco, up by the bay, yeah. But I kept calling it that, so it never got laid, never got laid. Take that garbage outside. I hear the truck, you still got time. Oh, you still got time, people, but it's running out. Then it was Guyana, just biding my time. I was listening to the Reverend, but I wanted to stay alive. So I spat out the Kool-Aid and headed for the trees. Prayed to a monkey that they wouldn't find me, wouldn't find me. Take your problem outside. I'll call the cops, and I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Maybe a little bit. Then it was the autumn 1985. I was slumming with the Contras, but I wanted to stay alive. So I sailed to LA with a big load of snow, that's it. So hold it to the Crips. The rest you surely know, you know. Now take your good selves outside. The bar is closed, now quit your whining. Quit your whining. We reopen at 10 a.m. Bring your credit cards and your hangovers too. Last Century Blues. Thank you. First sip of the day, best sip of the day. All right, well, where were we? I'm a last century man, actually. All my references are last century. Everything I love is last century. a certain stranger walking by, stares at me, wonders why. How I got here, what's my deal? You look like a lobster starting to peel. You don't belong here, don't you know? That life is cheap in Mexico. Are you a loser on the run? Maybe some short eyes likes his fun. Gringo, go home before you die. Gringo, go home, they ain't no why. Gringo, go home, can't you hear? Gringo, go home, the end is near. I see a taxi, but it just won't stop. The fireworks go pop, pop, pop. I feel his laughter on my back. It's only courage I lack. If you got money, it won't be long. They'll find you blue with your neck turned wrong. And even the church won't let you in. It's not your deeds, but your sin. Your sin. Gringo, go home before you die. Gringo, go home, there ain't no why. Gringo, go home, can't you hear? Gringo, go home, the end is near. It's near. All right. Thank you very much. Actually, I never had any problems in Mexico. It's a beautiful country full of wonderful people. I never felt ill at ease in Mexico, except for once. One time I nearly got in trouble, but that's for another day. We'll tell that story some other time. But, yeah, it's in the United States that I get scared, not in Mexico. United States is full of all the crazy people, yeah. Anyway, we just played something in E minor and kind of down, so maybe we bring it up a little bit now. Play a green on red song. Let's see, how about something? Wow. Do that again, see. Have you heard the news about the Moscow Blues? Kids in the street got nothing to lose. Want their iPhones, don't want to die in Ukraine. Somebody ditch is so insane. Getting it by degrees. Rock and roll disease. Down in the jungle, where I come from, monkeys are jumping, lions are eating lunch, throwing a party at the Eiffel Tower. No one's invited till the midnight hour. Swinging from the trees, rock and roll disease. To the doctor, and I'm on to the nurse. Things could be better, can't feel much worse. Body shaking, and my knees are so weak. Can't help but grooving when I hear that sick beat. Down on my knees, rock and roll disease, getting it by degrees, rock and roll disease. You still mad at me, Rosario? You still mad over there? Oh, good. You're a nice man. I'm sorry I snapped at you. Yeah. I'm not. See, that was Dan. That was Dan Stuart yelling at you. Marlo would never do that. See, Marlo's more like this. He's a nice guy. Dan's like this. He's not very nice. Yeah. So, am I schizophrenic? No. I think we all have different personalities, right? Within our cohesive personality, there is different aspects of us, right? Like what's the saying in English? She's a nice lady, but don't get on her wrong side. Do you have that expression in Italian? Somebody might want to say that. He's still pissed too because I snapped at him. Don't get, Oh, Doris, she's a sweet, but don't get her on her bad side. Well, what's her bad side? That's that other part of it, right? So anyway, Marlo's like this. Marlo loves waking up in the morning. He's curious what's going to happen every day. He's a nice guy. So you probably, I did play a green on red song there, didn't I? I did that. So maybe that one was kind of up. So maybe we'll play, there's a lot of homeless in the United States right now. I wrote this song about this bum at my local store in Hollywood when this was written probably in about 1982. Met old Chief down by the store. He told me all about his life and more. Like all the breaks he never had. How memories and wishes are so sad, and old dreams die young. At least where I'm from. Bought him a beer, he stared in my eyes. He took a long drink and he smiled. He said, you know what people don't understand? Under all the smell, there's a man. And old dreams die young. At least where I'm from. Well, he had a wife and kids once. But their love waned with time. So it changed his world to a street. Well, memories and wishes are bittersweet, bittersweet. And old dreams, well, they die young. At least where I'm from. Yeah, old dreams die young. At least where I'm from. Thank you. Old Chief. Well, let's see what we got here. Usually I do a bit of reading from my book, but maybe I'll just read one paragraph, just so I don't break the luck. So I'm not even going to read a chapter. I'm just going to read, Yeah, thank you very much, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. This guy here, I found out, you are an orthopedic surgeon, are you not, or not? You are. That's incredible. You know, they're my heroes because I have 2 artificial hips. 2 of them. I didn't ask you how your pandemic went. Did y'all have a good pandemic? No? Grandma died? I'm sorry. That's a terrible thing to say. Awful thing to say. I had a good pandemic because I got 2 new hips. The state of Arizona gave me 2 new hips, you know. Which just goes to show you life is strange, is it not? You know, because obviously I made light of it, but certain people lost people they loved during that pandemic, right? So, that was Dan saying that. Marlo would have never said that, see. So, I'm just going to read one paragraph right here. The only reason I'm reading it is I've read from this book every time I've gone out and done an event since January, since this book came out. This is a Southwest Book of the Year award winner. Yeah, 2023. What year am I in? But there it is, and very proud of it. I like being a man of letters. So I'll just going to do one little paragraph. Think about if you're watching a movie, all right? Chapter 1. First one out as the sun rose with only an ancient foursome behind. Marlowe felt like an Apache scout blazing a trail. He'd been clean only a few weeks, but with every round his game was getting better. Playing almost every day, his latest and final publishing advance covered the green fees, still less than half of what he'd been spending on heroin back in Spain. The goal was to get under a 5 handicap. Scratch was impossible for a popcorn hitter like him. Golf was a good substitute for dope. Ritualistic, decent exercise, and left him with a post-round feeling of calm that allowed for a few precious hours of sleep at night. All right, so, well, see, I did it now. I don't have to worry about bad luck. I'm a superstitious man. I am, yeah. So, where are we here? How about, let me see here. We did that one. What a day. We've got the greatest I could. Well, I was kind of a down. You want probably another rock and roll song, right? That's probably what you want. How about No Free Lunch? We cut this in at Tears for Fears studio in Bath, England, and we cut it sort of country rock, like Flying Burrito Brothers, sloppy. We were the first band at that studio to bring in live drums. You have to remember the era. But I thought it works better sort of as a Choney Joe White sort of Memphis thing. Here we go. It started in a hot, dusty 2-bit shack, 928 10th Street, right by the railroad track. Came a band whose claim to fame was John Cale's All Them Play. But he rolled his eyes and puked his guts, said no free lunch today. Well, the boys went out to L.A., city of hope and sin. All their friends were Republicans or hooked on heroin. And then they made that record for that local company. They traded their souls for guaranteed misery. Where there ain't no free lunch today. I'll buy you a steak, but I'll take it out of your pay. And you mind the store, 'cause it'll be mine one day. There ain't no free lunch today. Well, the boys got pretty good at slinging those guitars. Chris had a red organ he picked up from ours. And then a Mr. Johnson came and took their faith away. Said, meet me at the You're so sweet, you're so fine. I'd love to marry you, but I'm too kind. 'Cause the tax man will take our house away. He'll tell our children no free lunch today. Well, there ain't no free lunch today. I'll buy you a steak, but I'll take it out you pay. And you mind the store, 'cause it'll be mine one day. 'Cause there ain't no free lunch today. It's a bit of a laugh, as they say in England. Let's stay with that record. Walking down dusty roads, looking for horny toads, with the sun on my face. Think about people's past, memories that never last. When you're young, so naive, and time ain't nothing. When you're young at heart, and your soul still burns. And I've seen some rainy days, sunshine it never fades. All through the night, had me a little motorcycle at 10. Later did way too much heroin. But today I want to live. Gonna buy a house one day, find a wife, raise a family. But that don't mean you have to die. Here's why. 'Cause time ain't nothing when you're young at heart, and your soul still burns. I see some rainy days, sunshine it never fades. All through the night, all through that dark and lonely night. All righty. See how we're doing here, brother. How about sitting alone? It's Saturday night, watching the Late Late Show. A bottle of wine, some cigarettes, got no place to go. I saw your other man today. He was wearing my brand new shoes, and I'm down to seeds and stems again too. saw my old friend Bob today from up in Bowling Green. And he was with prettiest little gal that you'd ever seen. I tried to hide my tears inside, 'cause she looked just like you. And I'm down to sage and stems again too. Everyone tries to tell me there's other ways to get high. They don't seem to understand. I'm too far gone to try. These lonely memories are all that I can't lose. And I'm down to seeds and stems again too. Well, my old dog, he died yesterday, and left me all alone. The finance company, well, they dropped by today, repossessed my home, but it's all just a drop in the bucket, gal, compared to losing you. And I'm down to seeds and stems again too. Got them down to seeds and stems again blues. Ha! Well, 16 kids, 16 ways. They shot my baby by mistake. We're all alone on a midnight ride. My 16 kids all have died. They ain't coming back. It's too late. Shot my baby, but they killed my baby. Well, I haven't slept for 14 days, and now it's time to barricade. Well, myself, these four walls, my 16 kids, all are gone. They ain't coming back. It's too late. Shot my baby, but they killed my baby. I taught my girls you got nothing to fear. And one by one, they got torn down. My youngest one put a gun to her ear. They ain't coming back. It's too late. Shot my baby, but they killed my baby. All right. Well, I think I'm kind of getting close to the finish line here. It's like, yeah, I'm getting close. After this, I'll be making my way down to what is it? Bella Napoli? Napoli, the pizzeria. Is that a famous place here? Yeah? Is it? That's quite the lady that runs that place. She's quite formidable, that woman. She doesn't suffer any sort of nonsense. Maybe do this song. We say in English, doesn't suffer fools gladly. This is a song that I wrote that it's not really my song anymore. It's done by other people, specifically John D. Graham likes to do it. He plays it almost every night when he's out with an acoustic guitar, I think, which I'm most appreciative of because, I spent years not playing music, but he would keep me alive by playing this song. Now, the weird thing about it is his version's much better than my version, see? So I'm trying to take it back. I'm trying to get this song back. So I take a little bit of how he does it. I take a little bit of how Tom Heyman does it as well. As a child, I often fell asleep at night, dreaming of Allie's great fight, dreaming of Allie's great fight. Getting old, my bones are kind of brittle and cold, but I rise at dawn's early light after dreaming of Valley's great fight. Some say Elvis was the king, but oh, Ali rode the ring. He took away his best years, he came back to glory, and our cheers. Oh, the great Ali, yeah, the great Ali. Once or twice I've fallen from a great height, but I get up and throw roundhouse right, floating and stinging like a bee, dreaming of the great Ali. Oh, the great Ali, yeah, the great Ali. Not Cassius Clay, but Muhammad Ali.
right, thank you very much. You've been a very sweet audience. I appreciate it. Bravo, and thank you to the technical staff. I hope